Crown him with many crowns, the Lamb upon his throne. All kingdoms of the earth resound in praise of him alone. Awake, my soul, and sing of him who died for thee, and hail him as thy risen King for all eternity. Crown him the Lord of heaven, where angels sing above. Crown him the King to whom is given the wondrous name of love. Crown him with many crowns, as thrones before him fall. Throughout the earth his praise resounds, for he is Lord of all.
Our hope is that next year we'll be able to actually sing that. But thank you for leading us in that so we could at least listen. I'd like to start with some announcements before we continue with the Mass. Just as a reminder, we got together as a staff and looked at kind of what's happening with the whole COVID scene. And so we'd like to remind you once again to, when you go forward to receive communion, to please maintain some distance. There are some marks on the carpeting there. And also, if you wish to receive Holy Communion on the tongue, please go to the minister either in the back of the nave as the ushers release your row. So if you go to the back, that would be helpful, or you receive toward the end rather than at the beginning. The ushers' dismissal will be by rows, starting at the end of Mass, starting at the back of the nave and moving toward the front. And we're trying to, do some distancing here. So if you need to keep that distance, please respect the distance between you and your neighbor. Unfortunately, we like to discourage any kind of visiting in the narthex. So if you just exit and safely go back to your cars. Now, for the good news. Starting on November 27, this coming Friday, day after Thanksgiving, we'll be having our evening masses. I'm going to move it from 6:30 to 5:30. There's a whole bunch of reasons why it was at 6:30, but it's really not a convenient time for people. And so I thought we'd try to accommodate as many people as possible on Friday as we can. And I don't believe it says this in the bulletin, but I'm going to try to have confessions immediately after that as well. So I'm going to increase confession times. And we won't be hearing confessions over in the school, but we'll be hearing them right here in the guardian angels, the angels room. So that will be available on Wednesday evenings, Saturday mornings, and also Friday evenings. And I'll add more as we get into Advent. What else? Oh yes, almost forgot.